Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. On today's video we are going to do a green halo eye look with a nude lipstick. I'm going to start off by putting a nice base. I'm going to use the NYX full coverage concealer in the color Nutmeg. This concealer is very full coverage and it's just amazing. I like using it for my eyes because it gives you that nice tacky look and feel that I like, especially for the eyeshadows. And then on top of it, I'm just going to put the Revlon Candid concealer in the color 030, just so that my base is a bit light and is tacky also. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend out the base so that it is as smooth and as clean as possible. And also it just takes out any excess product that is not needed. And then I'm just gonna take my flat concealer brush just to blend out under my brow bone so that the product is blended out perfectly. I'm only going to be using two colors for this look. I'm going to be using a green and I'm going to be using a yellow. That's it. No other colors, only two colors. I'm going to start with my flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use it to pack on the green on the outer eye, and on the inner eye, also on the lids, so that I can get as much pigment as possible. As you can see, I'm only packing on the color and I'm not yet blending it because I want as much pigment as possible so that this eye can look amazing. So I'm just packing it as much as I can. I'm not moving it too far up because so that when I blend it out, it's not a mess, because I don't want a mess. I just want a nice smooth blended out eye look. And then now I'm going to use a fluffy round brush with the yellow to blend out the green. So as you can see, I am picking on the color and then I am blending at the same time so that I can get the pigment of the yellow, but the yellow is actually going to change color. It's going to look like a nice light green. So the more I blend it out, it will start changing color and it's going to look like a nice light green. I didn't actually have the greens that I was looking for, so I had to improvise. So I decided, let me just use the yellow to blend everything out so that it can give me that light green feel that I'm looking for as a transitional. And yeah, that's what happened. So now I'm just blending it all out with my round fluffy brush. So I'm just blending everything out. I'm using as much yellow as possible because it's yellow, so it's not gonna look harsh or anything like that. And I find it very difficult for a yellow to actually pop out on my skin. I don't know if maybe it's the base that I'm using or what, but my yellows never seem to pop. So I decided, let me just use the yellow and it will turn out into green. And yeah, it did. And then now I'm gonna cut out the shape. So I'm gonna put a bit of the concealer on my eye, and then I'm gonna look up the line that's gonna be showing there. It's actually where we are cutting the shape till. So I'm just going to put the concealer on the shape and I'm just gonna blend it out and make sure that it is as clean as possible. This shape dribbles me, guys, but I'm gonna try to do more looks so that I can actually get used to it. But for now, this is how we do it. Alrighty, okay. So I'm just making sure that it looks as clean and as neat as possible. And then now I'm just going to take my concealer brush just to blend it all out so that it can just suck up any excess product that's there because it's actually not needed. And then I'm going to be using two foil shivers, the green and the yellow. So I am going to place it with my finger. I've realized that the pigment comes out more beautifully when you use your finger than when you're actually using a brush, and it picks out perfectly as well. And then now I'm just going to put the yellow on top of the green so that it can have like that nice reflecting effect of two colors. And then I'm going to be using my small eyeshadow brush so that I can kind of sort of clean out or blend out the foils with the green eyeshadow so that everything looks clean. And oopsie, I think I made a mistake, but it's okay. We're going to fix it. Let's just move right along. So I'm just going to blend it out and make it clean because oh my god, I am just a perfectionist. I love a clean look, so I could go on and on and on one eye just to make sure that it looks perfect, or at least it's kind of sort of looks like it's perfect. And then I'm going to be using two glitters. One is a glitter liner and the other one is like loose glitters. I got the loose glitters at Discam. You see on these baskets they're like putting, like when you go on the makeup section, guys, please have a look because those baskets, they have nice things that are always on sale. I'm just going to dip in the glitter liner on the loose glitters. So what I'm doing here is that I'm just going to line on top, but I want to have like an effect of two greens so that it can kind of sort of reflect, and I want my line to be as thin and as clean as possible. So just make sure that you take your time when you do that and make sure that it dries out, or else you're just going to make mistakes. And then now I'm going to put on the yellow just so that it can blend everything out, and then I'm just going to do it on the other eye also. And then I'm just going to try and fix where I kind of sort of made a mistake. So I'm just putting more of the foil glitters, and I'm just gonna go back with a small brush just to fix everything. And then now we're going to put the lashes. Before the lashes, I'm just going to put on mascara. This is the Estee Lauder mascara. I love this mascara. It's so black, like, ooh guys, it's so nice and black. So I'm just putting mascara to prepare for lashes. We are using the Lash Me Baby Lashes by Tandigama. These are in the style Dream. You can head on to Instagram and check her page and just see how gorgeous her lash line is. It's just beautiful. And these lashes are so light and fluffy, so they're like, you're not gonna feel like you have anything on. And I'm using the Kiss lash glue. I've been using the Kiss lash glue for a while. When I went to stock up the other day, I thought I was gonna find the one with the white and gold lid, but I couldn't find it, so I decided to take this one because it's actually the same thing. And I'm using the Pampers baby wipes just to wipe off any excess oils so that I can prepare to apply some moisturizer. I'm going to put the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Moisturizer on to prep for primer. So I don't put primer on bare skin, I put it on the skin that already have some moisturizer. So while we're waiting for the glue to get a bit tacky, I'm just putting on the moisturizer because you have to moisturize, guys. Please do not rub your skin. And then the lashes look like is ready to get on. I hope it just sticks on at first try. Yeah, boy, it's on. I'm just putting the lash on, and I'm going to use two applicators. So this one is a bit oof, guys, it's just so painful. So I'm using this black one. It's from Catrice. It has like a rubber to it, so when you press your lashes and the falsies together, it's not painful or anything like that. It makes applying lashes so easy. And then now for primer, I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Matte Primer on my T-zone because that's where the problem is at. I have big open pores, and yay, before I start looking like a magwinya, if it cook, I need to apply this so that my makeup will stay matte as long as at least boma 6 hours, 7 if we are lucky on that day. Because my foundations, they're not matte, they're just like demi matte. So for me, that is not enough. Even Lauda is not matte on me. It's just like demi matte. So I still need to use this kind of primer. And then for foundation, I'm going to be mixing two of my all-time favorites, L'Oreal True Match and NYX Drop Foundation. I have to mix them together because now the NYX looks a bit darker and then the L'Oreal looks a bit lighter. I don't know what happened to my face, but something happened. So I have to mix both of them together so that I can get a very nice, beautiful color. So I'm just putting dots all over. And then I'm going to use a Essence flat top foundation brush to blend out the foundation. I don't want to put a lot, but both foundations, they're not thick, so even the coverage is not so good. But if you're that girl that just likes like one layer of foundation, then this is going to be good. But if you are a girl that likes full coverage, then just know that you're going to use 2 or 3 pumps, especially on the L'Oreal. But on the NYX, honey, maybe 4, even 5, even 6 drops, because it's so light. Like, it's so light. But on this look particularly, I wanted a very nice coverage, so I had to use quite a lot. But normally I would just use 1 pump and just get it over and done with, especially on the hot days. You are less foundation as possible, because wow, your face will melt. For concealer, we're using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer in the color Honey. So I'm using it where I would want the light to hit the most, and then I am going to mix it with the with the Revlon Candid Concealer. So this concealer doesn't really have pigment, so I like pairing it up with a concealer that has pigment so that it can be the girl. So I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender, blending, and then making sure that I blend it as good as possible so that it is smooth. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush, blend out any harsh lines, especially on the forehead, because yay, so I'm just going back and blending it out. And then now I'm going to blend out the eyes, and then I make sure that I don't ruin the outer part of my eyeshadow, so that I don't go back and fix it, because sometimes there's no time. And then going back with my foundation brush, and then now I'm going to do the other eye. Same thing, what I do on the right, I do on the left. What I do on the left, I do on the right. But my hair. Look at that. Yes. But anyway, back to the makeup. I'm just gonna blend out with my foundation brush of any edges or any harsh lines that we don't want, setting the under eyes, and everywhere where we put the concealer, I'm going to use the Revlon Candid loose powder in the color 02. So I'm just dusting off any excess powder on the back of my hand, and whatever that's left on the sponge, that's what I'm using to set everywhere on my face where there's the concealer. I don't really like baking, but if it happens that I bake, I'm not going to use this specific loose powder, because wow guys, it really gives me flashbacks. Yo, spoko matambo. And then I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix contour palette just to have that nice subtle contour. This contour palette is nice, especially if you just want that nice contour with not too much pigment or no pigment at all. Just want to create shadows, then this is the one, because it doesn't, like, it's neutral, it's not warm or anything like that. So yeah, this is the palette that you'd go for, trying to make the nose, look slimmer. And then duo blush, I'm gonna use the orange one. It has shimmers, but it's just something about how it looks, man. Yes, says man. Because it doesn't really have a lot of pigment, I'm going to use an orange eyeshadow just to give it that, that umfunyana, to make it look nicer than it already is. Please, guys, on the comment section, if you know of any orange blush that I can use, please hook a girl up. And to dust off any thing, because I'm just using my mineralized skin finish powder by MAC. And then I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm just using a small fluffy brush, and then I'm going to use the green and the yellow, so the same colors that I used on my eyes, I'm just going to use them kotlase, gore everything be right. And then I'm going to use an Essence long lasting eyeliner pencil in white, just to open up my eyes, because I feel like this look needs, that thing that would make the eyes pop. So I thought this would make a difference. And then I'm gonna use the yellow just to blend out the green, so that the whole look looks complete and looks like, it makes sense. So I'm just going to do it on the other eye, and then after that, then I'm going to put mascara. Same mascara I use to prep for the lashes, I'm going to use it on the lower lashes, just a bit, not too much, because I have sensitive eyes, so I don't really want anything to interfere with my eyes. As you can see, my eyes are already turning red, and we do not want that. And then after that, mogele otla prepare the lips. Brown liner, two matte lipsticks. One is from Wet n Wild in the color Rebel Rose. The other one is from Charlotte Tilbury. I'll put the link for the lipstick on the description box below, so that I can have a nice nude combo. I like mixing the two together because the combo is just, is to die for. And then I'm gonna put the lipstick on. So we're starting with the Wet n Wild, and then afterwards, then I am going to apply the Charlotte Tilbury one. Like I did, man. There's just something about a nice nude lipstick on a dark skin girl. Yes. So I'm just going back with the liner just to blend in everything. And then I'm going to put some highlighter. I'm using the highlighter from Black Radiance Contour Palette. It's a very nice gold highlighter, and it has nice pigment to it. And then we are going to set the face with the Maybelline setting spray, so that we can set the whole look, so that the face is nice and good. Yeah, guys, this is the look. I hope you loved it. Thank you for watching. Bye.